on July 10th, I did a big 3-hour gourmet holiday. We had these in the show from KRMA Foods. 4 best friends that wanted to approach food from such a different way. And these are, when I first read it, the Quark basket, I was like, oh, it must be a basket of something. Well, I got totally educated to what this is. And I really think of my dad, Rudy, because he and I both loved a wonderful pastry. And this is actually a German tradition. Now, when my dad and I would get pastries, he would give it to me and I would take a knife and I would only cut out the center and eat that. Because who wants to eat all the boring ones on the side?
Well, this goes
when
all
you
the way to the
eat
end.
this, called the Quark basket, you're going to have fruit and pastry and flaky wonderfulness with every single bite. These were wildly popular. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's just like, again, that gourmet flavor I always wanted, but it's so much better. And to quote my dad, who was an ancient mariner, stem to stern. You get it in every bite.
Do you know what I did with these, Jane?
What did you do?
I ate them cold. I didn't even put them in the toaster.
Okay.
Crystal's gonna die.
That's okay. That's all right. Crystal, hold on. But they were wildly popular. They're new this month. They were a huge hit in their debut, and we just have a few of them back. So we have all raspberry.
Ooh.
So if you love that wonderful tart, yes, you get 12 of them. And they're big. They're big enough to share, or one for me, one for Alberti.
Yeah.
Then we have the apricot, which I really love because it almost has a little, if you're an apple pie person, I say get that apricot. And then look at that. Look at that apricot.
Look at the filling.
The pastry, the filling, the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like unlike anything you've had before. And I've been to Germany and I didn't have them there.
Yeah.
So that's how cool this is. And then last but not least, we've got strawberry. And we come from a little part of the world that strawberry pies and strawberry pastries are so popular. Guys, look, here, I'll come over here.
Yeah.
Look at this wonderful crust. The sound of the crust.
Yeah.
And then every single bite is so good.
And it's a sweet dough, too.
It
so
is.
Lovely. It's lovely.
So we're going to bring Crystal in. Crystal, you did not hear Alberti say that he ate it cold, but he did, and it was still
it was
wonderful.
room temperature.
Wow, and look at you, Crystal. You look gorgeous today. Wow.
Christmas in July. But you know, Alberti eats all the time with our eating instructions, but we love him. He has great tips, great tricks.
Sorry.
So we're okay.
You know, I have no willpower is the problem.
That's
right?
okay.
And these come shipped ambient, right? So they don't come necessarily like frozen. They come kind of in a cooler box. And so that's why I opened it up. I was like, oh, they're cooked completely.
We'll forgive you. They're too good. They're too good.
Exactly.
But
So you're
Crystal,
right. Like you. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if somebody's new and hasn't experienced these the way Alberti and I have, and so many of your fans who have just like been in love with these,
The Queen of Moms.
tell us about this maybe new way to approach a breakfast, lunch, or dinner pastry, truly.
Exactly. So, you know, everything that we do, we just want to bring some uniqueness and a twist to it. And this is the real deal. We import it from Germany, so it is from Europe. And we fell in love with it because the cheese that's being used is not your traditional cream cheese. We elevate that, and we're using like a Quark cheese. And if you don't know what a Quark cheese is, it's very mild, very creamy, and it's just a very, very moist cheese, and it balances out the sweetness of the fruit just perfectly. And look at the amount of filling. I think you showed it best. But although you can eat that at room temp, when you heat it up, the crispiness of the dough, which is made with 100% butter, so it's very rich and crispy, and then the creaminess of the cheese with the sweetness of the fruit, it's just
They smell
heaven.
so good.
They smell
Heaven on a
so
plate.
good. They smell so good.
They
So, Crystal, why don't we let everybody know you can get this shipped on the 8th of November. You can get all raspberry, all strawberry, all apricot, or you can get 4 of each. So you can do, and each of the combos, fewer than 500 remain.
Oh, wow.
And each of the individual
they're flying.
flavors. Wait, what? We only have a few dozen.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, I know we're busy, so
the
please
combo.
go to QVC.com,
Get the combo.
tap the app, and
Yeah.
you can either have it shipped out on the 8th of November or the 6th of December. So should we go through the flavors?
Yeah, please, let's do
Especially
it.
if you're
so
new.
raspberry, I will tell you, you can smell it.
Yes.
From like I was bringing it up.
What's
you
your
don't need
favorite?
to. I loved the raspberry.
I knew you would.
devoured the raspberry. I think this is shareable, but I didn't
No,
share it with
you
anybody.
don't have to share it.
Yeah.
And you know
No,
what? Warm with a
no.
scoop of ice cream on top.
I love it.
Don't even get me started.
So
All
talk
right,
to us
Crystal.
about these raspberries because they must be super fresh.
Everything is completely fresh, completely homemade, and you can see it and you can taste it, most importantly. So we're very generous with the filling because that's the best part, right?
Yes.
You want a little bit of the dough, but you really want those fruit. I think that you can have that for breakfast. You can have that for brunch.
So good.
They make for an amazing gift because nobody has that in the U.S.
No,
It's
no.
it's very unique.
It
So if you
is.
want to, give something unique to your loved ones, your friends, co-worker, I mean, it comes with a very nice little box. So I think that, Santa comes once a year. So if you want to spoil somebody, you can offer those really unique treats.
So,
And
Crystal, we're
like
going to
you
move
said, I don't
into,
share
my
those.
dear friend, the apricot, because we're running out of these and we're running out of time. I just wish I could hand it through the camera so you could take a bite. This apricot is beyond.
I want to take a bite.
yeah.
I was So the apricot is actually my favorite. And I know everybody gravitates to the berries, and I love the berries. Don't get me wrong. I think that the combo
It's so
is a
unique.
perfect, option. But the apricot is something that will surprise you because I've never had something so incredible in my life.
Yeah.
I really, I cannot keep my hands, like even at home, my kids, my husband, everybody. That's why we sold that last time. I have
Right.
a hard time to even keep stock
And
at my
so
home.
let's give everybody
So
an
these did
update,
sell
even
out the last
before we
time.
get to the strawberry, which I want to
so
dive
so
into.
good.
All of the individual flavors are gone, totally sold out. We have
the
the
combo's the
combo, which
best.
is going to be 4 of raspberry, 4 of apricot, and 4 of strawberry. In November,
Smell the
we have
butter.
fewer than 100. In December, 250. So this is going to
Oh,
be another
yeah,
sold out
another
sign.
sold out
And Crystal, like I said, I've traveled to Germany. I've never had a Quark basket, even when I've been there. But the strawberry that
Can I
I'm
just show-
about to
Look
open,
how big these are.
Alberti and I both said yes, you want to taste it, but as soon as you smell it, your mouth starts watering. This strawberry is incredible. I think it's
Do
my
you see that it's actual whole, like you can see pieces of fruit inside?
Yes.
It's real fruit. So you can see the small parcels of fruit over there, and it's just wonderful.
So, and it's a perfect combination of the crunch of the fresh pastry, that beautiful cheese that balances everything, the fresh fruit, and like I said, my dad and I would get a pastry, I would get a knife, I would cut out the middle because the outside was boring, right? It's sold out.
You don't- you don't have-
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, these are
Thank you,
so good.
everyone.
Congratulations to everyone that picked those up.
See you
Thank
soon.
you.
And look what
So
else
happy to
happened.
see you guys.
Bye, Crystal.
The
Hey,
magic is
speaking of
back.
sellout,
Yeah.
yes, Dave's Sweet Tooth is sold out. Well, listen, I have a feeling
But
we're
wait, we
setting
don't
a
even have
trend,
Jimmy
Jane
the
Tracy.
Baker in the show. Maybe he can call in. Can somebody call Jimmy the Baker and see if he could call in?
Yes, exactly.
Oh my
hey,
gosh.
speaking of baking, we've got David's coming up on the
Okay.
show with these beautiful